Hey guys, welcome back with the letter O. Today we're going to be working on our 1 point perspective. 1 point meaning that there's only going to be 1 point in the paper that we're going to bring everything to. So our first steps, Chase, is we're going to take our paper, we're going to fold it in half. So you're going to take it, this is called the hot dog fold. And with the hot dog fold, it sort of looks like a hot dog bun. Open it up and you're going to have an imaginary line that's going to be called your horizon line. So the horizon line, we will sort of identify that later. I don't want you to draw your horizon line until we have our buildings and everything finished. So what we're going to do first is we're going to find our 1 point on our paper. So go ahead and probably somewhere in the middle of your paper, make a dot. You have a marker, Chase?
No.
Okay, there you go.
Does this count?
Yeah, that's good. So somewhere in there, make a dot. That's going to be for our O1 point. All right, next up, we're going to go from the horizon line, and this is called the vanishing point. So the vanishing point is the dot. We're going to draw a line to the bottom of the page. It's going to make a triangle. So once you have that, that's going to be the start of our road, and it is a triangle. And if you want to make it something different, maybe you want to make it a body of water or railroad tracks. I'm going to demonstrate what we have here. So I'll demonstrate the road, but you can get creative with something else. Now, right beside the triangle lines, you're going to start at the dot. You're going to make a second line. And this line's going to be super duper thin. So it's not real big. It's not real heavy. And you're going to do that on both sides. Okay, and that's going to be for the sidewalk. So when we go to draw the sidewalk, that would be the curb. So that would be the part you would step down to get onto the road. Okay, so the next step from the point, everything goes from the point. We're going to start at the point, and we're going to go just a little bit wider this time. So this line is just a little bit wider because that's the sidewalk. That's where we're going to be walking. So from that point, I'm going to come out there. And we've met at that vanishing dot, which is called the vanishing point. All right, so our next step is going to be to draw our sidewalk lines. These sidewalk lines go side to side, so the way my marker is being held, this is called a horizon or a horizontal line. So they're going to go side to side. So on this thicker area right here, Chase, on this thicker sidewalk, you're going to make the line go straight across. So it kind of is going to look like a railroad track. And that's your outside one. So the one furthest on the outside, because this is going to be the sidewalk. And then you're going to go to this side, and you're going to draw a horizontal line. So that line's going to be going this way, direction that my marker is facing, side to side. And your lines will kind of get closer together as they go further back into space and then to sort of where they sort of almost disappear. So I'll give you a second to catch up. All right, so the next line that we're going to draw is called the vertical line. So the vertical line is going to go straight up and down. So just like my marker is here, we got straight up and down. That's going to go on this super skinny line right here. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the line, I'll start right here in the middle. Take the line that goes horizontal and then come straight down. Okay, to make that look realistic. Come straight down. That would be where the person would step off of the curb down to the road. So I run out of space back there. And of course I've run out of space right there. So we went straight down from the sidewalk lines of the concrete straight down to the ground. There we go. And it looks like it's going back into space. Good. Sorry if my lines get a little crooked. I am drawing sideways and trying to share with you at the same time. So if they're not absolutely straight, I do apologize. Next step is going to be to draw the road. So right here in the center of the triangle here, this open triangle, you want to make the lines. These are usually the lines that you don't want to cross over. So if you'd like to start at the bottom with a larger rectangle, And then your next rectangle can start to get a little bit smaller as it goes further into space. And that is your road. Nice job. You want to hold it up, Chase, see where we're at so far? Looking good. And it's already coming into perspective. So this is called 1 point perspective, 1 point, 1 dot. All right, you ready to work on some buildings?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're still going to not trace this line until we're finished with our buildings. So our buildings are going to go on the sidewalk. So if you want to draw, you can get creative if you want to do something different, a tree, a bush, something in your image or your picture, you can get creative. So let's get started on the side here. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the buildings. So Chase, if you want to start your buildings, or if you want to start a little bush or a tree, or a street sign. Okay, so the buildings are just going to be rectangles. So as you see, looks like that one got a little crooked up that top. As you can see, the buildings are just going to go down on this side. So I'm going to make this one, I'll make this one come a little bit shorter. And they could be different sizes. They could be tall, they could be short. I'll make this one come sort of behind that one right there. And that's overlapping. So if I put one kind of right behind the other one or in front, looks like they're overlapping. And the next step, if you wish to, you can begin to add windows now, or you could save it for later. Okay, so I'm going to I'll draw this horizon line here because I'm done with this half of the artwork. So if you want to draw the horizon line, that's the horizon line, the line that separates the ground from the sky. All right, good. And if you want to add a tree or a bush or something in front of it, you can. Let's see, you gonna add a tree in yours or a bush? You got something going on there? Good. All right, so I'll add a tree right here. You don't have to. If you wish to add a tree or a bush, I'll do a tree sort of like that, just so if you want to see how we can do that. 2 lines going up towards the sky. And then as you draw your branches coming out, they're just going to copy. Now you could create a boardwalk scene. Maybe there's rides there. You could start on your windows if you're ready.
All right.
So if you want to, maybe I'll put a little bush around this one. You don't have to make the trees. You can get right and just do all buildings. You could even include a beach scenery or a boardwalk, train tracks, lots of ideas, street signs, fire hydrants. And let's see, I'll add a little grass line right here across the bottom just to show a little bit more dimension. And then I'll draw the rest of my buildings. So I'll draw a building coming up from here. And maybe on this side, I just add 2. So we'll make that one there. And then I'll make another one right back there. So here I added 2. Here I added 3. And then if you're ready to start your windows, you can begin your windows. If you have open space, you're going to want to trace that folded line where that horizon line is. So where the ground meets the sky is your horizon line. All right, give you a second to catch up there. And while you're working on yours, I'm going to draw my sky. So you could have daytime, nighttime, a cool color sky, a warm color sky, a moon, a sun, swirls. It's up to you. I'm going to draw my sun sort of going over the city. So I'm going to draw this curved line here. And my next, I'm not going to add the clouds in my sky. I'm going to add these big sun rays. So what kind of sky are you going to do, Chase? Nighttime? Oh, it looks like he might be making, is that a Pokemon or a clock? Looks like he's got a clock on one of his towers there. And those are your skyscrapers. They're buildings that are tall, look like they can touch the sky. So you could get creative with your skies. You can add airplanes. You can add balloons, the blimps. Maybe it is something fun that you want to add, fireworks or anything creative. we'll get ready to finish with these windows. And once we're done here, we will do our Pokemon pick of the day. And we'll do our first show and tell. So during our first show and tell, be sure to turn your camera on. And make sure that you share your artwork to where we are right now. Even if you're not finished. If you're not finished, it's okay. We'll come back to it. I like that clock you added right there.
That's a huge window.
That's
Now
okay.
you can open up.
Oh, I'm going to make a rectangle. I always like these. So you could get fun. You could have some creativity in your cityscapes. We are working with 1-point perspective. And let's see, I'm going to finish these windows here. Chase, if you're ready to share our Pokemon pick of the day, we were looking at the letter O. So our pick today, who was it today, Chase?
Onyx. He has a health of 200, deals 200 damage, and does 150 health, deals 150 damage as well.
All right, so let's get ready to share it. So let's hold it up. Count us down, Chase. You want to count us down? Start us off at 3.
3, 2, 1.
Ciao. All right, look at those. Give me a second to double check your artwork. And boys and girls, great job on your letter O. 1-point perspective. I'll see you next time. Bye.